Flying was literally the fear I thought I would never overcome. Like, put me and Robert in an old motorhome that's fallen apart and we will drive all over this country. And pick a really risky thing to do, like move to a new city without knowing anybody, I'm down. But get on an airplane? No. I have wanted to travel like internationally my entire life, but knowing that I had to get on a plane first kept me from doing it until now. It was literally paralyzing for me. The anxiety was so intense that I did take anxiety medication prescribed by my doctor. I worked with my mindset coach, and I had my mom there to drive us to the airport and walk us all the way. And whenever they told us that she couldn't go through security, which I don't know why I thought she could, I just kind of broke down. And I was just so thankful for her supporting me through this, because it was so hard and it would have been easier to just not do it. But we did it, and we got on that first plane in Charlotte, and the first one was a little bit rough because it was a smallish plane, and it really just was a different sensation than I had ever felt in my entire life. But now that I've done it, I look back on over 30 years of just being stricken with the anxiety of, even though my biggest dream was to travel anywhere and everywhere, seriously, Robert and I have been dreaming of and talking of and obsessing over travel documentaries and shows like Globe Trekkers and Rick Steves Travel and Footloose in Europe for the entire time we've been together. Even when we didn't have enough money to put gas in our car, we were watching videos of world travel and talking about this will be us one day. So now that it is, and actually having to get over my fear of flight to make it happen has happened, I'm just so immensely grateful. It's really interesting to look back over these videos and just see, like, it felt very scary in the moment, but it feels so good to be here now. Everybody that I talked to said that I was absolutely crazy for my first flight being an international one. But in my mind, it made sense to do a short flight from Charlotte to Philadelphia so that if I needed to chicken out, I could call my mom and we could get on a train and go home. And then to do the long flight as the second flight so that I at least knew what it felt like to take off, land, be in the air, all those things. But I will tell you that being over the water for that long, it mentally did something to me, but not so bad that I won't do it again. And by the time I got on that third flight in Dublin, A, I was exhausted, and B, I was just ready to get done. I didn't even think about it. It really just felt like I was on a bus by that point. And I think that having those 3 flights and doing it in that order really made a lot of sense for us. And I'm just really glad we did it that way. We got to Manchester, we were all just ready to be done, and it was so awesome to see Kim at the airport. We were messaging back and forth saying, "How do I find you?" And I turned around and she was there. She got us safely from Manchester to Hull, which is our destination, until the end of February. And it was an awesome drive, getting to catch up. It was about 2 hours, and ever since then We have already done so much exploring, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Keep an eye out for the next several vlogs. The footage is already recorded. I just need to edit them together. And I am, again, just so freaking happy that we did this. And I just can't believe it took me this long. Go for it. Face your fears.